Hello and welcome to another edition of Bet Analysis here at Life of a Punter. This week we're going to review the bets that we took in the Napoli versus Carpi game. The first bet that we took was first half goals over 0.5, and the second one was Napoli first goal before the 80th minute. The first bet did not hit, but the second one did. Let's see why. Coming into this matchup, Napoli was in first place in Serie A and in a great run of form. And Carpi's defense this season has been very questionable, especially away from home. So coming into this match, we were favoring Napoli. But since this is Carpi's first season in Serie A, there is no head-to-head stats to compare. So for our research, what we did was took a look at team versus group. Napoli is a Group 1 side versus Carpi, which is a Group 4 side. So what we're going to do is take a look at Serie A, Napoli, which is the team that we favor, versus Group 4 sides. I want to take a look at how they've played in the last 3 seasons, and Napoli at home, so I'm just going to change these filter menu options. What this is going to tell me is how Napoli has played against Group 4 sides at home in the past 3 seasons. So you can see that Napoli's dominated these fixtures, 10 wins, 3 draws. Average match goal has been 3.46. First half over 0.5 has hit in 92% of the time. Napoli has scored in 100% of games, and usually before the 30th minute, and scored in the first half 85% of the time. So this is the main criteria as to why we went in for first half over 0.5. Now looking on Carpi's side, we can take a look to see how they've played this season so far. So what we're going to do is, rather than the last 3 seasons, I'm just going to change this to this season. Scroll down here, select Carpi, and overall. I'm going to change this filter to away because they did play away from home. So what this is going to tell me is how has Carpi played against all teams away from home this season. So as you can see, very poor record, 1-1, drawn 3, lost 8, average match goal 3.0, goal in the first half only 67%, not as high as Napoli's, but taking a look at their score rate, only 58%, conceded 92% of the time, and for all the rest of the teams that they've played against, most of their goals have come before the 50th minute, as shown by 83%. So because of these high stats, we ended up placing the bet of first half over 0.5. That unfortunately did not hit, and we were very shocked at halftime that the score was 0-0. So at halftime, we placed a second bet, which was Napoli first goal before the 80th minute, because the stats were very strong for Napoli to score in this game, and Napoli's score second half was at a very low 1.2 odd. So what happened at the start of the second half, Carpi got a red card, and then eventually Gonzalo Higuain scored in the 69th minute. Final score was 1-0. Still shocking because we saw very high match goals of about 3.0. So we were very shocked that this game finished only 1-0 and should have finished a lot higher. And that's it for this week's bet review. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next week.